in chapter 1, video 3, working on reference types. Okay, so primitive versus reference types. Primitive types are values are stored directly in the stack, where it is accessed from string, number, or boolean, null, undefined, simple, or big integer. Okay, reference types are references. Reference values are stored in the heap and accessed by a reference, which are arrays, functions, and objects. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this means. So we have our value, which is let name equal Joe. Okay, so then we got our stack box, and then we got our heap box. Okay, which is data of the object person. It will be going in the heap. Okay, our stack is right here. Okay, which will be saving it by the variable. Okay, see, name is the variable, and it equals Joe. So when we do that, and then we run a console log, what happens is we follow this yellow line, and this is what gets stored in the stack. Okay, name equals Joe. So if we do let age equal 40, the same thing happens. Okay, we'll have age equals 40 in the stack. Okay, so now when we do an object, let person equal, okay, the name equals Gene, and the age equals 40. So what do you think is going to happen now? It will save person in the stack, and then the values will go in the heap by reference. Okay, this object is referenced by this variable right here. Okay, it can be accessed by this variable also. So for person, we have name equals Gene, and age equals 40. Okay, so and so on and so on. We have let new name equal name. Okay, and in the stack, new name equals Joe. New name equals name, which would be Joe up here. So it writes it in, and it's now represented by Joe. Since it works from top to bottom, our new name equals Bean. So now it would save new name as Bean. Okay, are you understanding that? Now we're gonna do let new person, which would be this object, equal person. Okay, so what happens here is blue goes to new person. Okay, and it goes to the same object as person, because that's what it's equaling. Okay, so new person equals name is Gene, age is 40, as same as person equals name equals Gene, age is 40. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to change something inside the object, which would be inside. Okay, so we'll do new person dot name equals gob. Okay, and we'll follow it up. It'll go to new person again. Okay, and this time, instead of going to the Gene name, it will go name gob age equals 40, since we only changed the name. So as you can see, these are reprinted, but if you look at them from bottom to top, okay, these two would actually be person regardless. Okay, which results back to this. I just put them in here so you can see the flow of it. Equals person. Okay, so once we write this right here equals gob, what would happen is this person object would have a name of gob and an age of 40, just like this right here. Okay, so let's see if we can get you to understand this a little better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is here we're gonna pull our console, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a const name equals, and I'm sorry, and we'll do John. I can't get the assignment operator across. Okay, and then we're gonna do a constant age equals 40. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna console log, and we'll log name for now. Okay. So as you can see, we're getting our John. Alright, so as you can see, and if we were to do our age, so we have John equals 40, okay, which is, these are values. Those are stored on the stack, okay, and reference values stored on the heap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a const, and we'll do a person. Okay, so we will do name equals Brad, and we'll do an age of 40. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to write another function here. We're going to let new name equal name. Okay, and we're going to log new name. We're going to log name and new name. Okay, and we're going to do new name equals Schmo. And as you can see here, okay, so we'll console login name and new name. Okay, name equals John and our new name equals Schmo. So as you can see here, we got Joe Schmo. Okay, so if we were to do let new person equal person, so new person dot name equals Bradley. And then we're gonna console log it, and we'll do person and new person. Okay, so let's clean this up here. Alright, so we have our Joe Schmo, and then we have our two objects, which would be person and new person. Okay, so let's open the objects so we can see them. Now as you can see, they both say Bradley. Bradley, Bradley, and Bradley. How come that is? Since we're going in the order of things, we're going from top to bottom, okay? So if we were just to log, just take this one out, and we'd still get Bradley. Interesting, huh? Now we get Brad. So as you can see here, now it's back from Bradley. Okay, now it's back to Brad, which is our original one. Why'd that happen? Because it will reuse the variable. Okay, once you change the new person dot name to Bradley, new person equals person. So it will take the new person dot name equals Bradley, and since it equals person anyways, the name and person will change to Bradley. And one more time, I'll show you when it's changed. This is before it's changed, it equals Brad. After the name is changed to Bradley, it will now equal the object will be name Bradley, age 40. Okay, for both of them. That's because it changes the value in stack. Well, it keeps the value in stack and then changes the value in heap, which I showed thing real quick. Okay, so we have let person. We have a person object here that has a should be not capitalized. All right, so we have person object, which name equals Gene and age equals 40. So the variable person will get saved in the stack, okay, which is the reference, and then the data of the variable will be stored in the heap, okay, which will be name equals Gene and age equals 40. So if we go to the next one, we write a new one, let new person equal person, okay. So what we're doing is we're replacing person with new person, okay. So in the stack it'll come up as new person now, and it'll equal the same thing, which is name equals Gene and age equals 40. Okay, so if we go to the next one, if we change the name, okay, it will be new person dot name equals gob. It will then again go to the variable new person, but this time the name will equal gob and the age will equal 40. Okay, so what it's doing is it's stored by reference, which is new person, equals the data of the reference, which would be named gob, and age equals 40. Okay, which now in return the person object will equal gob also. Okay, I hope you understood that. Thank you for taking a look. Thank you. Until next time.